just want to let you guys know that I'm officially a graduate as of today. Your favorite 2020 grad, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I hate when the lighting changes like that. The sun can't pick one. Anyways, today I'm going to be giving you guys Netflix suggestions on what you should watch, because I know people always ask like, what are some good shows to watch? Put me on some movies, some TV shows. It's okay if you don't have any idea on what to watch. I'm here. This is what I'm here for. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so our first show we have is Alexa and Katie. So Alexa and Katie is basically about this girl named Alexa. She gets cancer and she's going to her freshman year of high school, and like a lot of things go on. Like, so she goes through a lot of like trials and tribulations, like with dealing with cancer and just starting out high school as a freshman. But she doesn't go through it alone because she has her best friend Katie there along with her. Katie's her ride or die. Like, sis shaved her head for her. They're like, yeah, it's a nice sitcom, a nice family show. Like, anybody can watch it. I enjoy it. And speaking of Alexa and Katie, part 4 came out today, so go watch it. Yeah. The next show is No Good Nick. So No Good Nick is about this girl named Nicole Patterson. Actually, that's not even her name. Oh my gosh. Her name is Nicole, but she changed her last name. I forgot what her last name was. So basically, her dad has this, her dad have this Italian restaurant that they run, but then this other family comes in with a new business right like down the street from them and happens to take like all their customers away from them, and then they don't end up making any more money and stuff like that, and her dad gets into trouble and goes to jail. And so what they decide to do is that she would get revenge on the family that, you know, ruined her life. And so she comes in as a long lost cousin or something like that. She plays them and makes it seem like she's like their long lost family or whatever, but she's really not. She's just coming to steal from them, get revenge and whatever. So it's a good show. Unfortunately, they were not renewed for a new season, and anyways, Blood and Water. Y'all, that show, Blood and Water is for a mature audience because there's a lot of like saying basically there's this girl named Pulang, and she's 16 years old, and so her family celebrates her sister's birthday like every year because 17 years ago her sister was like randomly kidnapped, and they have not seen her since then. And so she goes on this journey of trying to find her sister, and her friend actually tells her that this one girl she sees at a party kind of looks like her. Ever since then, she kind of goes digging deeper to like learn more about this girl that may or may not even be her sister. And there's a lot of drama. There's like a love triangle going on. Something, bro, it's a little scandalous. Dating your teacher, framing people, getting people suspended. A lot of teen drama. So it's good though. It's good. The Society. Okay, so The Society is basically about a group of kids. I don't know how this show even works. So basically, a group of kids are supposed to be going on a camping field trip, I think. Parents send them off, and they're supposed to be gone for the weekend, but I guess the roads were closed or there was an accident. The bus drivers end up turning around and going back to the school and dropping all the kids off, and then they leave. They do. The gag is nobody is in the town except them kids. All their parents and everybody else just vanished. They do. Like, and it doesn't make sense because the bus drivers dropped them back off home, but where did they go? Because these kids cannot find an exit. It's like a replica of their town, but nobody's there, and they can't seem to find a way out. Basically, somebody has to take the lead role and put place in order who's gonna work here, how they're gonna ration food, who's gonna sleep at whose house. There's a lot of drama. Somebody gets killed. Yeah, it's a good show, and I can't wait for the next season. So y'all need to check that show out. There's this show called Lock and Key. And Lock and Key is basically about, so this family, they end up moving after their father died because, y'all, this show, like, the season kind of starts off slow, but like it's interesting. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They ended up moving into this big house. It's a house that everybody in downtown has heard of, but nobody goes there because of the history behind it. So there's like these keys. Like the keys do different type of stuff. Like each key works for something differently. It's a lot of interesting stuff. It's one of those shows that the episodes, like, they're kind of slow. It starts off slow and boring or something, but it ends up picking up, and it's really interesting, like, towards the end of the season. Y'all just gotta watch the show. It's really interesting, though. The Order. The Order is about this kid. I can't remember. Please forgive me if I don't remember what I'm talking about, because it's been a minute since I watched some of these shows. But The Order is basically about a kid. He goes off to college, and there's like the secret society thing. There's only a certain amount of people in that secret society, but they have to be discreet about it. They can't just openly say, oh yeah, this is a society type thing. Like, it's not something everybody's supposed to know. It's like a lot of supernatural stuff, like with magic, you know, wolves and like, monsters and all that type of stuff. And it's pretty interesting as well, so you guys should totally watch that. But let's talk about Outer Banks. Outer Banks is a good show. Outer Banks is about this boy named John B. His dad goes missing at sea for like months, and you know, he goes on like a search to find him because he believes his dad is still alive, but you'll find out. And his friends help him and stuff. They're teenagers. A lot of drama goes on. They believe that there's a certain amount of gold out there that nobody has found yet, and like every time it's brought up to the person, people are like, what are you talking about? Where did you hear this from? Oh my gosh, don't even get me started about this compass. There is this compass that belongs to his dad, but every time it's in somebody's possession, somebody ends up dying. And it's the type of show you go and binge and just watch it all night. You're gonna dislike JJ the first few episodes, but I'm telling you guys, JJ, he deserves the world. He does not deserve what he goes through, honestly. But Outer Banks is a good show. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. So, Never Have I Ever. It's a new show on Netflix that I think came out within like the last month. So there's this girl. What is her name? Oh my gosh, I don't know her name. So this girl, her father passed away, you know, she's not really close with her mom. So then she makes a list for, I think, sophomore year. This is her sophomore year or something, about all the things that she wants to accomplish or wants to have done within this year. But she's kind of obsessed with this boy Paxton, and anyways, so she has a lot of like drama with her friends, you know, finding herself. She deals with a lot of trauma that she doesn't want to open up about, that she ends up opening up about like later on in the episode. Not in the episode, but later on in the season. Black Mirror is also a good show, but I have not finished. Each episode is almost like they're about like an hour long, so it's like it's like watching a movie, because each episode are really long. And each episode have a different cast each time. You will not see the same cast like multiple times. It's not like the same cast throughout the whole entire season type thing. So it basically deals with like modern technology. It's like a sci-fi show. So like it's really cool. He goes into like what or how technology will like play in the future. Or technology has taken over our lives, or it could possibly take over our lives, like, you know, in future like years to come. So if you're interested in like sci-fi and stuff like that, Black Mirror is a really good show. The Vampire Diaries is a supernatural show. Elena Gilbert. So there's two brothers she has to pick between. Does she want Damon? Does she want Stephen Salvatore? Elena's kind of annoying, not gonna lie, because like each episode, it's always something like, oh my gosh, we gotta save Elena. Sis is always in some trouble. Like everybody wants to come and kill her or something. Like, anyways, but like, yeah, so it's basically a supernatural show. It's really interesting. Drama, a lot of magic, werewolves, all that type of stuff. But I think it's a really good show. You guys should definitely watch it. But if you end up watching that show, I'd also recommend to watch The Originals, which is not a spin-off of that show. But if you watch The Originals, you might need some references of like the Vampire Diaries. I guess it'd be kind of good to have like a background knowledge of who these people are and whatever. So yeah, The Originals is like a group of family that have been alive for a thousand years, and they are the first original vampires. And so where's their names? I forgot. There's Cole, there's Rebecca, there's Klaus, there's Elijah. I feel like there's 5 of them. One of the sisters that they thought was dead that, yeah. But there's a lot of family drama, like, oh my gosh, there's so much drama in that show. And if you do end up watching the originals, you should also watch Legacies, which is a spin-off of the originals. So the show's about Hope Michelson, which is Klaus's daughter, and it's like just taking on like her point of view, like her life, what she goes through. They also have some like old cast members from like the Vampire Diaries, the house, or like wherever the school is. The Salvatore school is also like named after the Salvatore brothers from the Vampire Diaries, which is where she goes to school, which is the school for supernatural. So you'll like find all types of stuff going on in that show. So it's a really good show. You guys should also definitely watch that as well. Black Lightning. I love Black Lightning. Black Lightning is like another supernatural like show, kind of. Yeah, but it deals like with like a black family. Something about a vigilante, Tobias Well. You gonna hate him. Yeah, but so Black Lightning, he's basically like a hero to the people in whatever the name of the town is, because I forgot. And so like he's basically a superhero, always stopping crime, saving lives, and coming when they need them and stuff. China Anne McClain is in that show as well, so you should watch her. But it's a good show. A black family with superpowers and how they tackled that and stuff like that, you know. But all I can say is it's a really good show. So the second to last show is Blacklist. Blacklist is a show about this guy named Raymond Reddington, who is an ex-government agent, but he now works with the FBI, and he gives them intel on like, you know, most wanted people. He was also a most wanted fugitive as well, and he still is, but you know, he gives them details on like criminal things they do. But like it deals with a lot of like crimes and stuff like that. So if you're interested in shows like that, Blacklist is definitely a good show. The last show is Family Reunion, which is a family friendly show for anybody to watch. It's basically about this family that moves from Seattle to Georgia, and they're trying to adjust and stuff. But these are all great shows. Like I wouldn't be suggesting it if it wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? Great, I'm glad we had this talk. So thank you guys so much for watching this video and me giving you suggestions on shows to watch on Netflix, because now you will not have an excuse on not what to watch, because I gave you a whole bunch of shows to watch. So go watch them. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, your mammy, your pappy, your uncle, your cousin. Do all of that. And I will see you guys in the next video.